Hi guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today I have part 2 of the Tudor Manor build. Ooh. Yeah, this is part 2, so this is the interior slash the kind of back garden area, so yeah, very exciting. If you haven't seen part 1, then I put that up like a couple of days ago, and that's just the exterior, and I don't know, it's probably good to watch that as well, just so you kind of know where we are in the build. But yeah, so I did the kitchen and most of the like formal dining room in the first part, just because I kind of wanted to at the time. So yeah, plus it will make this video like a little bit shorter because this is going to be like 26 minutes long, I believe, which is, it's quite a long time. So yeah, I just wanted to cut down on that a bit. So this is the front sort of tower of the build, and I wanted to make this into a library because I can't like actually think where I got this idea from, but I'm sure I've seen it somewhere where you have these like circular libraries, and I just thought this would be a really nice little like reading nook. Oh, I think I know actually. It was in Skyrim, one of the DLCs. It's like, I can't remember which one it is, but you get to like build your own house and you can have a library in like a towery thing, and I was like, I could make that in Sims. Like when I was building this, I was thinking it reminded me of Skyrim, and that you can like do that in that game, which is one of my all-time favorite games, if you didn't know, which you probably didn't because I never talk about it anymore. But yeah, I love that game, and I was just like, I just remembered about that, and yeah, so that's why we have a library in here. It's kind of messy. I wanted to make some of the rooms, like this room, to be quite I don't know, just a bit messy and like used, you know, but not like dirty. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but like I just wanted it to be like lived in and homely and stuff. And do you know what, I just realized that I actually made like an attic loft that I didn't put screenshots in of, so that's a nice little surprise. If you want to download this, then yeah, you can get a sneaky little attic where I just put loads of like junk in it. I was just like pulling random stuff out of the pack of the game, and I was just like, do you know what, we're putting this in, and it's just all in like a little attic, so you can go and find that if you want to download this. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use any of my builds in a game, so that would be really cool to see. Yeah, so anyway, I got assaulted by Daddy Longlegs today, and I know I spoke about like Daddy Longlegs for like most of my last build, well, the last video, the first part of this, but just to like carry on the theme, I did in fact get harassed by a Daddy Longlegs again today. I don't know why. I just like went downstairs. It's my phone. I just like went downstairs and I was just like trying to like get some food, you know, like nourish my body, and this Daddy Longlegs was just like flying towards me, and it was just like, because normally like a Daddy Longlegs will like fly towards you and it's kind of fine, you just like move and then it will just like go away, but it was like following me, and I was just like, why does this keep happening? Why? Like, what have I ever done to a Daddy Longlegs? Like, you don't know me. This is my house. Anyway. So that was a little bit traumatic, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's fine. I'm like totally over it. Can't you tell? Yeah. So what I really wanted to do in this house was to use things that I don't usually use. So I wanted to use like these wallpapers that I never ever think to use. I always just go with like a plain color or something, or like the wooden walls, what are they called, like sidings. I never ever use these like wallpapers, so I decided I would in this build. Like it's the perfect opportunity, so that's what I did. That's why we've got all these like crazy like wallpapers going on. But yeah, I actually like, okay, so I was doing the screenshots of this house and I was like, God, this is just not my style. Like, it's not like ugly or anything, but it's really just not my style. And I was just like looking at this and it's just like brown and yellow, like it works for the build, but I would totally have to change this. And I was, because I edit the video obviously and like put everything together and then do the voiceover, and I was just watching and I was like, God, this is horrible. Like some of the rooms, I was just like, oh no. Like it works, but it just really is not like my taste at all. Not to just like drag myself, you know, but like I just, it's just so not my type of like cup of tea. But I'd like to know everyone else's thoughts, because like that little study behind that you can kind of see now, it's got like a greeny yellowy wallpaper, and like the color is all right, but just like, oh I just like, there's so many things I would have like rather used. Like I'd really like to do like a renovation of this build, and I might do at some point, do like a renovation of this build and just completely redo it and make it modern, or not necessarily even modern, just more contemporary. And it would just, I just think it would look really nice. So I might do that at some point. If anyone would want to see that, like, I would be happy to do that. And even if I don't actually, I might even just do it in my spare time, because I don't know, that's, I clearly have a lot of time in my hands, so I could do that. Anyway, so this house, I said all this in the first part, but this house has like 4 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms. 2 of the bathrooms are en suite, and 2 of them aren't. Like, this is the downstairs bathroom. I would usually kind of have this closer to the kitchen. Like, I don't know why, I just feel like it would make more sense to have it nearer the kitchen, but for whatever reason, I was just like, we'll just put it here. And I think it makes sense, because this area doesn't have any windows, so there's no like privacy issues and whatever. Because every now and again I'll do a build and I notice that the toilet or the bedroom or like somewhere that you'd want privacy has 0 privacy. And it's just like, everyone, I am naked, I am here. And I don't know, I feel like people might find that a little bit weird. Like, because for me, like, I don't really care that much, because it's The Sims, and you know, I know that it's not really an issue. Like, The Sims aren't gonna worry about that, like, in actuality. But I feel like some people would kind of not do that. I feel like a lot of people might I know, they just might be a bit weird about it, and they might want to not have, or they might want that privacy. I don't know, everyone plays Sims differently, but for me, like, it's not a big deal. But I think having no window in that bathroom was like a nice little idea. I don't know. So this area is like a little informal lounge, and that just reminded me. So the other week I was in London, and I was staying in a part of London which is very wealthy, and it was it's called like Chelsea, like Fulham area. So a lot of it's like kind of wealthy. Obviously not everyone that lives there is like super rich, but there really is like a lot of very wealthy people around that area. And I was only there because my mum had to do like business in London, so I was just like tagging along. Anyway, so one of the nights, I think it was like the first night that I got there, we were at this, like, it was like a English pub, and it was not an like traditional English pub. It was pretty posh. Like, it was all like very fancy, and like traditional English pubs are a little bit grotty, and they're just like really cozy and nice. Like, that's like my favorite kind, because that's like what I grew up with. And the village that I lived in has this pub, and I think it's actually being shut down, but which is really sad, because I feel like I had a lot of my childhood in there, which is kind of weird, because like I don't know, I just had a lot of like my first kind of like adult experiences there, like my first like drink, you know, alcoholic drink that wasn't at home, and you know, stuff like that. And anyway, so a lot of like traditional English pubs are kind of just a bit like, I don't know, they're just kind of dark, and like really dark wood, and like, I don't know, it's just, it's very informal, and like anyone and everyone goes to an English pub. So anyway, like a traditional one. So anyway, this like pub that we went to was not very traditionally English. It was kind of one of these like gastro pubs that like are kind of trendy and whatever. Which I don't have anything against, but you know, that's just what it was. And because we were in this really rich area, there was this table of like people probably my age, maybe a little bit like younger, or maybe even older, I don't know, but they were like my age. I'm like 21, so they were probably about the same age. Anyway, so they were talking about like their houses, and how like their family had renovated their houses. And the guy that was there, it was 2 girls and a guy, and he was like, you know, it's weird because my mum spent like 500 grand to renovate this room that we never use, and he was like, we just like call it the Christmas room, you know, because you only use it at Christmas, and it's like this formal like living room. And that just reminded me, like, because this house has a formal living room. And I was just like, so this is the Christmas room, and this is the room that no one uses. But I just thought it was funny. I was just like, what world do these people live in? Like, I love watching it. Like, there's this TV show in England called Made in Chelsea, and it's such a guilty pleasure of mine. I can't watch it because I live in Belgium now, but like, oh, it's such a good TV show. Like, it's so funny, and I just love it. It's the best. Anyway, but like, there's this one guy in Made in Chelsea called Mark Francis, and he's like an arsehole, but I like love him for it. Like, I'm not usually like fans of arseholes. That's weird, but like, I just love him so much. He is so funny, and he's so like pompous, and like, he's just so, you know, like what you would imagine a very wealthy person who has like royal connections would like be like. And he just like so fulfills that stereotype, and it's just, but he's so unapologetic about it, and I love it. He is so funny. Anyway, I've got to stop talking about Mark Francis because I love him so much. Anyway, so let's actually talk about the build a little bit. This house has 4 bedrooms, as I say, and I kind of made the bedrooms a little bit more modern or like contemporary. They're just not so I don't know, old-fashioned. And I just really need to take a drink because my throat is like dry. Okay, so I made I wanted to make these rooms just you know, kind of more to a Sims personality. So I made this bedroom is like a kid's room. I was picturing like twins or something in this room. So there's 2 just like single beds, and then the pink room that you just saw a minute ago, which is my absolute favorite. Like, I had so much fun making that room. I really enjoyed it. Like, I just love that room so much. The pink one, it's just like, yes, I loved it. Anyway, so this room is for like kids, and yeah, it's just kind of lots of toys and stuff, 2 of everything. I put a load of these like medal things because I had a friend, I still have a friend, called Becky, and she was like really into horses. I don't know, I think she still loves horses, but like, she used to collect these like medals, and she'd have them, she used to like pin them to her bunk bed, and yeah, she would just have loads of those, and I was just like, I'm gonna do a Becky on these. So that's why I did that. Now I just want to talk about these sinks really quickly, because I did this marble thing with these sinks, and I should have player tested them, but I didn't. I completely like blanked out on that, and I forgot to player test these. But if the sinks don't work, then you can just like take out the marble thing, or maybe even just bring the sinks forward a little bit, or push the marble thing back. But I really wanted to have this sink. I just thought it was really nice, just having like a kind of raised up basin. Is that right? Basin? I don't know. A raised up sort of sink, and then just on this marble thing. Like, I feel like I've seen those sinks before. So yeah, that's why I did that, and I love it, but I'm not entirely sure if it'll work or not. So yeah, this room was kind of, I was picturing more of like a teenager who's kind of into like the outdoors and is kind of creative, and I really wanted to use this carpet because I've just wanted to use it ever since I got it, and I've never used it, but I could not get it to work. I know there's a way that you could, but for this particular build, I just couldn't get it to look right, and so I just went in with some wooden floors, because I feel like that would probably fit the sim more. Oh, and I scaled up the that little tablet by the computer, because in my head I was like, oh, that could be like one of those drawing tablets, do you know what I mean, like where people do like digital art, and I just thought that would be a cute idea. Again, I don't know if you'd be able to use the tablet, but I just thought that in my head, I just thought that looked kind of cool, and that's why I scaled that up so much. And yeah, I just put in a couple of easels, and I put in one easel and put that sculpture painting thing in the corner there. And yeah, this is basically what this room ends up looking like. Yeah, it's just kind of artsy and outdoorsy. That's why I put green on the walls and yada yada yada. And it's also got doors to go to the top balcony. I didn't put anything on the top balcony or really on the bottom one either, because I really quite liked it just empty. I didn't necessarily want to have loads of clutter on there or anything, so I just left it as is. You could definitely like fill it up though, like, you know, knock yourself out, but yeah, so this is basically what this room ends up looking like. And then we go on to the master bedroom, which has an ensuite as well. And I really enjoyed doing this room as well. I was just like, okay, we are making this big, and we're making it pretty kind of epic. I did 2 wallpapers in this room because I don't know, I feel like I wanted the bed area to be extra, I don't know, kind of feel a bit separated from the rest of the room, because the rest of the room has like a sofa and it's got a little fireplace in it, which I was like, now that is luxury. That is what luxury is, right? A fireplace in your bedroom. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to separate. This is literally just the bed, and I put one of those like room dividers in, I think. But yeah, so yeah, oh god, I don't know, it is so hot here today. I've been sat here, my fan is currently turned off so I can record this, obviously, and I'm just like dying. I'm so ready for it to not be summer anymore. I feel like, well, it's been weird because we've had like 2 weeks where it's been like ridiculously hot, and I'm talking about like, you know, like European style hot, not like America hot, because I know that people get a bit like annoyed because they're like, it gets hotter over here, but like, we're not used to heat, okay? We don't have aircon, we don't have any of these things. So yeah, it's been like really hot over here, and then it will be kind of a bit cooler for a couple of weeks, but like not like cold, like you can just about get away with wearing like a thin coat kind of thing, or like a long sleeve jumper, but like not even that really. And then it just gets really hot again, and I'm so ready for it to not be like that anymore, because I'm not made for this. I really am not. I'm just like, I just want to be cold. Like, I want to, like, my favorite thing in the world pretty much is it being like cold at night, so you can like properly like wrap yourself up in bed. And I've not been able to do that for quite some time, and I'm feeling a bit salty about it, to be honest. I'm ready for this cold, okay? Someone give it to me, honestly. Anyway, sad times. Anyway, so I really wanted to, that bubble wall I just like got rid of. It is a bubble wall. I can't remember what pack it came in, but yeah, it's oh, I think it was Dine Out actually, and it's just like a water feature, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool to have in a bathroom, but I like, in my head I was like, oh, that'd be really cool, but A, it doesn't necessarily fit in with the rest of the build, and B, there's like really no space to put it. So yeah, just a little ensuite. I never do screenshots of all the bathrooms because I always do bathrooms very similar to each other. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I never really do like screenshots of every bathroom, because you kind of get the gist. After like 1 or 2, you're just like, okay, we know what they look like now. So yeah, did you like that little jump? I mean, you just didn't even notice, did you? So I kind of tried to do this, I just wanted to make this sort of open balcony area a bit more open and just a little bit bigger. And there's just these 2 little like, I don't even know, like freezy bits that are just like sticking out, and it's kind of annoying, but I was just, by this point I was just like, I just want to get this done, because I really enjoyed doing this, but like it kind of, because it's not something that I do a lot of, it just took a lot of effort and a lot of like brain power for me to do this build, because, you know, I really had to think about every single aspect, or like every single object that I put in. I had to really think about like, does that actually fit in with the build or not? So it kind of took a lot out of me doing this build. So that's why I'd really like to renovate it again, because I I like this build and I'm proud of it, but I definitely know I could have done better, and that really annoys me because I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to Sims. Like, I talk to my brother about it all the time, and he's just like, yeah, no, I just like put something in and it's fine, and I'm just like, why can't I do that? Like, I get so like wound up about it. I'm just like, this has to be perfect. That's why it takes me so long, because I just take forever. But yeah, like I know I could have done more with this build, but I just, by the end of it, I was like, I'm tired. I need to sleep. I did this over a number of days, and I was just like, help me, please. Overall, though, I'm very happy with it, and I'm very proud of the bedrooms in particular, because I just think they look really cute, and I think they're very personalized and stuff. But I wanted to do the like the formal dining area, not dining, the formal lounge area. I want to do that a bit better, but anyway, maybe another time, eh? I don't really know what to do with this area. I was like, what do I do? So I just like put a bookshelf in and some chairs and just made it a little kind of reading nook again, because, you know, we've only got like 3 of those already. But yeah, so that's just basically what that was my idea for this. And yeah, I'm very excited to show you guys the back garden, because I made this swimming pool, and not to like spoil it for everyone, but I made this swimming pool and it kind of looks like a little bit like a lake, and I'm very happy with it. I think it looks really cute. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, ladies. So yeah, I wanted to do something with this wall. I could not figure out what I wanted to do, and I was like, oh, I could put like a little flower bed in there, but it was too big. So I ended up just making kind of like a little candle mirror feature thing, and yeah, I just think it looks kind of cute, really. I think it's just a nice little addition. I don't know if it's particularly sort of Tudor, but you know, in my head I was just like, yeah, it's very Tudor, it's very Tudor. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there is currently, if you're, I mean, I don't know if the sale is still going on, but there's a sale going on in Origin at this very moment in time, and I'm about to buy a couple packs, because I have the game packs, I have the expansion packs, but I only have like 1 or 2 stuff packs, which I didn't really care about that much. But recently, because I've been doing a lot more different style builds, I feel like I've got a lot of modern content, but I haven't really got a huge amount of content that is like not modern. So I really want to buy some more packs, and just in time, because I believe that all of the games are like 50% off or something, which is crazy. So yeah, definitely if you're looking to buy Sims or buy an expansion pack or something, definitely go and buy it soon, because like the stuff packs are usually $9.99 and they're like $4.99 now, so I think that's pretty decent. You could get 2 stuff packs for the price of 1. Ho ho ho, I'm like a little salesperson. Oh, I just nudged the mic. I'm sorry if you heard that. One thing I did want to mention, actually, because I like to, when I've finished editing a video, I like to listen over it and just make sure it's all okay, and the voiceover is not like really boring. And I noticed that in the last like couple of videos that I've edited, that the voice, my mic kind of like crackles a bit, and I'm not entirely sure why, but it does. And if anyone knows like how to help me and how to like solve that, I would seriously appreciate that, because I don't know what's happened. It's literally just since I got my computer. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway. So yeah, this is the swimming pool I was on about. And yeah, I kind of did it a bit of a weird shape. So I wanted it to kind of be like, you know how people have like lakes out the back of their houses? I mean, not many people, but there's a few people in the world that have like lakes on the back of their houses. Like, you know how like in American films are like, let's go to the lake house. That's kind of the vibe I was going for. I know it's, you know, it's obviously not exactly like a lake because this is The Sims, you know, but yeah, I really just wanted to make it a little bit not crazy, but a little bit wild, like a lot of wildlife and a bit of flowers and, you know, all this malarkey. Put a fountain in, put a bird feeder in, and, you know, just like, you know, really go crazy with the wildflowers. I wanted to use this like pattern. This, what is that? Like a texture, like a thing, a ground pattern. I don't know. I've never ever used it before. And I just put a dining table out here because I was just like, I was like, I could make a really nice like sitting area with like benches and stuff, but it's so big, and I was just like, okay, we'll put a dining table out here then. And literally I just put a dining table and like a couple of other things, I think, but like I would definitely like to decorate this area a little bit more. I remember like doing this and just being like, I am so tired of doing this build. So this is definitely one area that I would like to have put a little bit more effort into, and I will one day. And I wanted to put these little floor light things. They're like, I don't know what they are, but they're really cute. They're like little lights that you can put on the floor, and yeah, I just wanted to put those in there, so in the pool. So yeah, that's what it is basically. And oh my god, we're nearing screenshots. At any moment it'll be screenshot time, and we can all rejoice as this video is nearly over. So yeah, I hope you guys like this build. Let me know if you want me to do other builds like this. I know I have one coming up like literally next week, I think. So it's kind of similar, but it's a lot smaller. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like this little mini like series thing. Here are the screenshots. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this build, please, you know, comment, rate, subscribe, all that malarkey. I still say rate, even though that's not a thing anymore on YouTube. It's like, it's been thumbs up for like at least a few years now, but I'm just like, comment, rate, subscribe, because that is real OG YouTube there. Anyway, so yeah, if you like it, thumbs up and all that, because it does seriously help me a lot. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if there's any builds that you have in mind that you would like someone to make. Like, I would be happy to maybe do that, you know. I'm very easy to, you know. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I've said that like 5 times now, but thank you guys again. If you made it this far, I'm sure like 3 people did, so that's really cute. But yeah, anyway, I really enjoyed doing this build, and I'd love your feedback. So I will see you next week for another video that's quite similar to this. And yeah, I'll see you then, guys. Bye!